professional when I felt like I'm not performing to my level best. I'm not doing the job that I once loved. I'm not able to do the analysis that was so easy to me. Talk to me about how those feelings of guilt and shame with respect to parents and caregivers can come with respect to rest and detachment. I know lots of parents and caregivers feel like if I rest, it's something that I should not be doing. I cannot be resting. I cannot be detaching because I have to take care of someone else. As a mother, as a father, as a a granddaughter or whatever, how do you negotiate that guilt and shame and overcome that?
Sure. So the one thing that I want to say is there's no surprise that the United States has one of the highest levels of burnout, and it's not just parental burnout. It's not just occupational burnout. It's not just caregiver burnout. It's all of it, right? And so when we see this in multiple environments, we have to start thinking like, what is the link here? And I think a lot of the times the link is this productivity measure, right? How much are you producing? How much are you able to do? How much can you check off in one day? How many tasks can you kind of cross off your list. So with managing those feelings of guilt and shame associated with rest and detachment, you can kind of start to begin to reframe how you think and view these actions. So rest is not an indulgence. It's necessary, like I mentioned. So it's crucial to kind of normalize the fact that everybody needs their time to recharge. We're not plug-in ready, right? And that's for parents and caregivers. So I think both of those roles, as I said before, they can be physically and emotionally draining, and you don't have a manual that's widely prescribed for everyone that tells you exactly how you need to do a job. And that's the other component that can be emotionally draining, where you are learning on the fly.
Mm.
Sometimes, and I'll speak directly to caregivers, previously working in oncology, I worked in sarcoma, in surgical oncology. And you see people who come in with their family members who, from that moment on, they become a caregiver. They have now changed from that family member. They're still a family member, right? Or friend, whomever, but now they turn into a caregiver role. You don't get a manual when you become a caregiver. There's a lot that you need to learn on the fly. A lot of it is very difficult. You're having to train yourself on nursing responsibilities to do at home. And then, not to mention it, you want to do a good job, right? Because there's that emotional attachment to that person. And so I think when we kind of start to think of the feelings of guilt or shame associated with rest, we also have to consider the other flip side of that coin, which is how much are we giving to other people, and how are we actually refueling ourselves and investing in ourselves so that we're able to do these things. Because a car doesn't work if it doesn't have gasoline. An electric car doesn't work unless it has that electrical resource. Like it's the same with us. And but they don't have feelings and emotions, right?
Yeah, exactly.
um, so, when you're taking these breaks, these very deliberate breaks, that doesn't mean you're necessarily neglecting your responsibilities. It means that you want to ensure that you have some more energy